$80,085 look like on a calculator. I'll let you find that one out for yourself.
Yeah, I'll find out.
Oh, I was streaming when I said that.
Oh wait.
Oops.
8,000 and...
No, because it'll be 80085.
What, back?
Oh, you mean? Oh,
Yeah.
you mean? Oh,
Yeah.
8008. 1, 3, 5. I've lost track. So.
Me too. You had to spell it out for us. I'll cover the microphone. Hang on, I'll cover the microphone. To anyone tuning in, we are actually discussing dirty words on calculators in front of a couple of little kids. So we are officially going down below. So I think Sam's going to give us a handshake when we walk in, to be honest with you. Welcome to the second half coverage of Coventry United versus Tividale. That is the worst opening to a coverage I've ever done. That is saying something. Oh, I'll tell you what, most of the time I write them, I'm going to let you into a little secret, most of the time I write my intros, maybe for the first half rather than the second half, but yeah, I'm breaking the fourth wall. So we are almost set to go for the second half here at Sphinx Drive. Coventry United leave Tividale by 1-0. I must admit, not the best of games, it's been a little bit flat, the referee has been very whistle happy, shall we say, and there's just not been very many chances. It's not been the game that we were hoping it to be. United are leading by 1-0. Hopefully we can pick things up in the second half. Of course, that's why we're here, to tell you exactly what is happening right here at Sphinx Drive. Let's take you through the half-time scores through all of the games tonight. Firstly, the FA Cup, AFC Wimbledon 3, Bury 0. I think we know what way that game's going. Barrow 0, Taunton 0, Bristol Rovers 1, Crawley Town 1. Here's the big one, Coventry City 1, Morecambe 1. Dean Winnard scoring early on for Wickham, but then Marvin Sordo equalised 5 minutes before half-time for the Sky Blues. Crewe Alexandra 0, Cheltenham Town 2, FC Halifax 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Fleetwood Town 1, Southport 0, Newport County 0, Alfreton Town 0, Notts County 1, Boreham Wood 0, Rochdale 2, Maidstone United 0, Solihull Moors 0, Yeovil Town 0, and listen to this, lads, Cookshock incoming, Swindon Town 0, Eastleigh 2. Let's go down to the international matches now. A couple of final scores to bring you. Russia 1, Romania 0, Malta 0, Iceland 2, Hungary 0, Sweden 2. Those are the full-time scores. Elsewhere, the latest scores, Ukraine 2, Serbia 0, the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 1, Austria 0, Slovakia 0, Italy 0, Germany 0, Northern Ireland 0, Croatia 2, France 0, Ivory Coast 0, and here's the big one. England 1, Spain 0. The three Lions are roaring at Wembley. A penalty from Adam Lallana in the 90th minute gives Gareth Southgate the lead in what could be his final match as England manager, or it could well be the start of a beautiful friendship between the England national side and Gareth Southgate. Let's just hope that he works on penalties, unlike he did back in, what was it, Euro 96, I think it was. As the Coventry United faithful are welcoming the Coventry United players back onto the turf here at Sphinx Drive. The United lads lead by 1-0. So before we get underway, once again we have to give a shout out to our sponsors, Graham the Plumbers Merchant, operating across the Midlands, supplying all of your bathroom heating and plumbing needs. Check out grahamplumbersmerchant.co.uk for the store locations and the latest special offers. Okay, let's see through the team news now. Here at Sphinx Drive for Coventry United, number 1, Rich Morris, 2, Pierre Moodham, 3, Lewis Hudson, 4, Tommy Glasgow, 5, Chris Cox, 6, Rob Prinzel, 7, Kevin Thornton, 8, Muzzy Nduna, 9, Simeon Townsend, 10, Reece Snape, and 11, Josh O'Grady. And on the bench, we have number 12, Abdul Mohammed, 13, Joe Connor, 14, Gilbert Cookby, 15, Scott Hammond, and 16, Ben Mackey. We are told Ben Mackey will not be appearing off the bench. He's nowhere near ready to return yet, according to United's manager Terry Anderson. Basically there to make up the numbers. Let's get into the Tividale starting lineup. Number 1, Luke Kriskinians. 2, Tom Herman. 3, Dara Bustin. 4, Carl Gardner. 5, Matt Hunt. 6, Shane Granger. 7, Joe Kenton. 8, Craig Stevens. Number 9, Charlie Wilson. 10, Jamie Hunt. And 11, Jordan Potter. And on the bench, 12, Dan Smith. 14, Liam Smith. 15, Sigu Seba. 16, Lewis McPike. And 17, Matt Preston. Well, United with a slender 1-goal cushion thanks to a Rob Crumpton free kick towards the end of the first half. But we're hoping that the second half will be a little bit more enthralling than the first. We will, of course, keep you up to date with the latest goings on from both Wembley Stadium, where England are beating Spain 1-0, and also from the Ricoh Arena, where Coventry City are drawing 1-1 with Morecambe in the FA Cup first round replay. A win against Morecambe will see them face either Cambridge or Dover away in the second round. Let's see what the Sky Blues can do, and also what the Red and Green Army have got up their sleeves for the second half here at Sphinx Drive. Live Midland League Premier Division action coming your way right here on Coventry United Match Day with Liam Cook. And also, don't forget, if you are listening to the coverage, firstly, welcome on board. Secondly, do hit that like button underneath the screen to let us know if you are enjoying the match. Don't forget to comment below and just let us know if you think of the coverage. Hit that subscribe button, that is very important, and also follow us on Twitter at Cov Matchday. Right, enough jibber jabber. We are underway at Sphinx Drive. Second half is in full swing. Long ball forward from the back. Craig Stevens couldn't bring it under control for Tividale. Forward ball towards Reece Snape. Dodges the challenge of Matt Hunt. Puts it down the right hand side. And Hunt has committed a foul on young Reece Snape. Free kick early on to Coventry United. Opportunity to get on the scoreboard within the first minute of the second period. Thornton lays it off to O'Grady and back to Thornton. Thornton looking for an option now to put it onto the right hand side, still going. He started to challenge well. Jordan Potter couldn't get to the ball. It's gone out for a Coventry United throw. Thornton finds O'Grady. Back to Thornton. And a good challenge there by Potter, and once again, United ball. Moving to take this one. Finds O'Grady. Return ball was not what was required. Now Bruton was indeed a foul against Undina. And United have given away a free kick inside Tividale's box. Undina puts it forward looking for Palmer. United are able to keep the ball at their feet. It was a good challenge by Carl Gardner. But United have got themselves a free kick. So throwing just in front of the Tividale dugouts. To be taken by Lewis Hudson. Up line towards Snape. And it's upfield by Gardner. Back now in the Tividale defence. The ball down the centre of the pitch. Intercepted well by Glasgow. Hudson, you have looking to build from the back. Snape finds Thornton. Thornton can't find Snape there, couldn't get the pass away. Gardner. Forward for Shane Granger. Down the left hand side, he was looking for Potter. It will fall to Moodim. Here's O'Grady. Lob pass towards Townsend. Good control from the number 9. Moodim. He's got Thornton to his left, but Moodim is going all on his own here. It's into the pass area, so more Snape. Gathered well by the goalkeeper. He dropped it, but he's managed to gather it the second time. Luke Kriskinian's nearly done with his team right in danger. And luckily for Coventry United, luckily for Tividale, I should say, Kriskinian's able to rectify his mistake. United ball as it comes off the head of Joe Kenton. Hudson has got Glasgow and Duna And Townsend finds Townsend. It's back to Hudson. Plays it back to Townsend. He's got to play it back to Chris Cox in defence. With pressure from Tividale, not allowing United a second to breathe. Coventry United have the ball with them once again. Here's Rob Prinzel straight away from the defence, off the ball over, looking for Moodham. A little bit too powerful for the right back, and that will go out for a throw in to Tividale. There's been another goal at Gresney Road. It's Crewe 0, Cheltenham 3. Cheltenham well on their way to the second round. Thornton wants to play back to central defence with Chris Cox. Thornton. Johnson only just got into Tividale territory. Nice little 1-2 there between O'Grady and Moodham. Been trying to control the ball with his head, didn't quite work out. Rustin puts it down line. Granger. Stevens plays it back to Matt Hunt. Lofted ball, looking for Joe Kenton. Laguna gets there first, nods it away from the winger, and plays it back into defence with Chris Cox. Good work from Muzzy and Dealer. Couldn't quite do anything with that ball though. Cox punts it forward towards the right hand side, and that will drift past. Well, I thought it was going out of play, but O'Grady's just kept it in. Forward ball to Townsend. O'Grady. Thornton. He's got space to run into here. O'Grady's with him. Kevin Thornton. Will he strike? He will! And Snape couldn't get to the ball as they took the goal by Kevin Thornton. The cleans of contact with the deflection. Very proof of a tip down man. Snape was waiting for it. He couldn't make contact with the ball, but the linesman obviously thought that he was in a position that would affect play. He did come up from offside position as well, so it will be offside against Snape. And a goal in the FA Cup. Barrow 1, Taunton 0. Barrow lead in the FA Cup second round replay. Which means there are now only 2 games without goals in the FA Cup. That's Newport against Alfreton and Solihull Moors against Yeovil. There's a free kick to Tividale in the centre circle, taken quickly by Carl Gardner. Herman, the right back, punts it towards the penalty area. Vasco makes the block. I'll play it on the floor. Waiting for an option. He's left with Lewis Hudson. Thornton, he's taken out. And once again, I believe that's Jamie Hunt. Hunt's already been booked actually. The referee is calling over Jamie Hunt. And he's also calling over Carl Gardner, but I think the referee's going to give him a chance there. But Hunt has got to be careful, he's already on a yellow card. Can't be making challenges like that. And the referee has not given a yellow card to Hunt, and now he's going to have a word with Coventry United assistant manager Luke Morton. He's asked Morton to calm it down, and he's called Morton over. And the referee's having a stern word with Morton. He's threatening to send the United assistant off. He's not going to, I believe. He's going to give Morton another chance, but of course Luke Morton does wear his sleeve. Sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes not such a good thing, but God admire his dedication to the club. Prinzel puts it forward towards Snape. Snape, good control, is back to Hunt. Lays it off now to O'Grady, a strike over the crossbar. Decent effort from Josh O'Grady, but good hold-up play there. You got to say from young Rhys Snape, making his first league start for Coventry United. And the substitution here for Tividale. Who is it coming off? Well, it's number 12 coming on, and that number 12 is Dan Smith. There's Smith waiting to come on. Who is it coming off? So we can see the number on the back of his shirt. I believe it's number 10. It's hardly surprising. It's Jamie Hunt. Hardly surprising. Hunt lucky to stay on the pitch. He was already yellow carded, came very close to a second booking until Tividale doing the sensible thing and taking him off before he could get sent off. And here's now Dan Smith trying to get on the ball for the first time. United able to bring the ball away. Rob Prindle tries to keep it away from Charlie Wilson up line towards Josh O'Grady. And it will be a throw into Coventry United, completely out of play by a Tividale man. Glasgow in the centre circle plays it across the pitch towards the left hand side to Thornton. Dodges the challenge from Shane Granger. Now it's Townsend. O'Grady with space on the right hand side. Making a run as well. It's put down line to Pierre Moonham into the penalty area. Still going Pierre Moonham. And Thornton blasts it into the face of Chris Skinions. It's still alive with Tommy Glasgow. Plays it forward. Thornton onto the right. O'Grady, can he get this one in? A second ball to the straight pass for United. O'Grady puts it in. And over his own goal by Carl Gardner. College United. Wow. Well, firstly, catches Chris Skinions straight in the mush from close range. And then Gardner had to have his wits about him. He wanted to put the ball over the crossbar and not into his own net. It will be a corner now for United. O'Grady towards the near post, towards Snape. It's cleared. Passes over the head of Wilson. Hudson puts it forward. And dude lets it run for Thornton. O'Grady wants it. He gets it just about. It's deflected towards the goalkeeper. It's kept in play by Chris Skinions. And well, none of the referee said it's a goal. I see it must have gone out of play from O'Grady before the deflection from the Tividale man. Another goal to say about from the FA Cup. Bristol Rovers 2, Crawley 1. Undina picks up on the left, plays it back to Lewis Hudson. Undina once again, surrounded by yellow shirts, 3 men trying to nick the ball away from him. Eventually a pass has only found Shane Granger of Tividale. And here comes Craig Stevens, the challenge in the end by Cox. It's in! It's in! It's a long range strike and Tividale got the equaliser. I wasn't expecting that one. And it's Craig Stevens. Cox making a challenge. Stevens got on the ball, tried his luck and found the far bottom corner. And Coventry United have been pegged back. With half an hour to play, this is not how Coventry United wanted to start the second half. And Tividale have equalised 15 minutes after the break. Let's see how Coventry United can react now to that long range strike from Craig Stevens. And our goal certainly came against the run of play. United have had the better of the second half so far. At the end of the day, you've got to take your chances. United have had a couple of chances to put themselves 2 goals in front. Tividale had a half chance with Stevens and they grabbed it with both hands. Snape. It's through to Thornton. Thornton goes to the ground. Penalty! Penalty Coventry United. Well, that didn't last long. Tividale have only equalised just a minute ago and already they may have shot themselves in the foot and handed United their lead back. Penalty kick as Thornton forced down from behind. And Coventry United have a golden opportunity to make it 2-1. And you know who's taking it? Chris Cox. The last time United missed a penalty was at this ground and there was at this goal. So the left hand side of us, Richard Blythe missing a spot kick against the meet and grip. Now Chris Cox steps up against Luke Kriskinians. It's Cox. It's 2-1! Just 60 seconds after losing their lead, they've got it back. Coventry United 2, Tividale 1. Captain's goal for Chris Cox. And a lapse of concentration at the back for Tividale has cost them dearly. Well, it's the 2 centre-backs who have scored for Coventry United with set pieces. First Prinzel's free kick in the first half. And as we head towards around 65 minutes in, it's the other centre-back, Chris Cox, who usually plays in midfield, who's got himself on the score sheet from the penalty spot. Now Tividale got a job there, has to try and get that equalising goal for the second time. Here comes Joe Kenton streaking down the right-hand side. Cross is put in. It bounces towards the hair of Prinzel. He nods it away. Granger batting for the ball with Nduna. Nduna gets his leg to the ball first. It's played back into defence by Craig Stevens. Lofty ball towards the right-hand side. Morris comes for it. He'll have to try and keep it away from the Tividale man. Tries to shepherd it out for a goal kick. He's done so eventually. Well, Tividale will be very disappointed about that. It was a soft penalty to give away. And in fact, things have just got better for the teams of Coventry. Turnaround complete at the Rico Arena. Coventry City 2, Morecambe 1. And it's that lad, Marvin Sordell, once again. The Sky Blues lead at the Rico Arena. How many times have we been able to say that this season? And a chance to face either Cambridge or Dover have just got that a little bit bigger for Coventry City. So United take the lead 2-1, and now Coventry City take the lead 2-1. Here's Stevens. Granger lays it off and cleared by Moodin. It'll fall to Herman just inside United's half. Down the right. Kenton. And it's put out off and doing it. There will be a throw in to the visitors. Tividale throwing second quickly. Here's Stevens. And it's out for another Tividale throw. In fact, no! He's been given against Tividale. I've got to say, it seems as if it took a touch off the United player on the way out, but the referee obviously doesn't agree. Well, a perfect couple of minutes for Coventry, well, local sport fans, let's say. I was going to say Coventry United fans, but there's a lot of United fans who are a little bit disillusioned with the Sky Blues, but fans of local sport will be happy because now United are 2-1 up and City are 2-1 up as well. Let's get the latest score from Wembley Stadium. And things just get better and better. It's now England 2, Spain 0. It's another goal for England. Let me see who scored it. I think it's Vardy. I think Jamie Vardy has scored. It is, yes, it's Jamie Vardy, 3 minutes after the break. And as we speak, Tividale have got a free kick. On the right hand side of the penalty area, it's going to be Jordan Potter to take this one. 4-man wall, standing in front. The Tividale number 11. The tough task towards the far post, offside called against Matt Hunt, which has gone out of play anyway. But oh boy, I tell you what, for fans of Coventry football teams and England, boy, it's been a good 5 minutes, hasn't it? United taking a 2-1 lead, City taking a 2-1 lead, and now England taking a 2-0 lead thanks to Leicester City's own Jamie Vardy. We've got around 25 minutes to go. Here at Sphinx Drive, it's 2-1 Coventry United. Prinzel and Cox scoring. Long range strike from Craig Stevens, equalising for Tividale just before Cox's penalty. Granger. He's dispossessed by Kevin Thornton. A little bit of a slip up in the centre circle of Thornton's dispossessed once again by Granger. Batting with the ball with Tommy Glasgow. Still going. Granger puts it through. And what a chance now for Tividale. Well saved by Rich Morris as Dan Smith had an attempt well saved. And now here come United. Tazza tried to put the ball through for Reece Snape. Well blocked. Nduna once again wins it back and a ball down the right hand side. Snape onside, couldn't get the ball to his feet though. It's come to O'Grady. Snape to the right of him. O'Grady lays it off. Rusty and Nduna, a wall of yellow. Nduna will strike it and it falls wide at the far post. End to end sub at Sphinx Drive. The second half has come to life. It remains 2-1 to the Red and Greens. Wow, listen to this. Attendance at the Rico Arena, 2,175.
No room to move.
Townsend plays it back to Tommy Glasgow in the midfield of Coventry United. Now Kevin Thornton forward to Townsend once again. Return ball to Thornton, certainly not what was desired. Here's Wilson. Onto the right with Tom Herman. Wants to slide to keep it away from Undina, but Hudson makes the interception as Kenton couldn't bring the ball to his feet. Onto the right now with Josh O'Grady. Moodin making the sporting run. It's Josh O'Grady still going. Now he's found Moodin. Crossing opportunity for the right back. Tries to put the ball through the two-down defence. He's still got the ball. They're still going. Moodin. It's well saved the near post and it will be a corner kick. Moodin just didn't stop. Sheer persistence from the right back. And Dara Bussin does well to wrestle the ball away from Thornton after the corner. We're going to get to Coventry out on the left hand side. Referee wants the ball repositioned. Well, a consolation goal for Crewe. It's now Crewe 1. These have got something to cheer about. And there is going to be a change here as Gilbert Company gets set to come on for Muzzy and Duna. The first change, Coventry United, a slight display from Muzzy and Duna back in the starting lineup today. Liam Smith getting ready to come on. Hudson steps at the back. O'Grady on the left. It's forced back by Granger. Kenton does well to keep the pressure up. One ball forward, looking for Snape, head forward. By the right back. Intercepted by Glasgow in the centre. Thornton, now Moodin. United advancing down the right hand side. Moodin. Can't beat Bustin. Up on the right hand side to Kenton. Good work from Craig Stevens. It's Kenton. He dodged one challenge from Hudson, and now that was a decent challenge to me from Snape, but a little barge in the back on Kenton prompts the referee to give the foul. There is going to be a free kick given as substitution as Shane Granger is coming off. And coming on in his place is number 14. It's another Smith. We've just had Dan Smith come on, and now we've got Liam Smith. I'm not sure whether there's any sort of relation there, but there's two Smiths on the field. And there would have been two Hunts on the field, but luckily one of the Hunts has gone off. And is there going to be another substitution? I think there is. It's going to be Jordan Potter to come off. And coming on is Lewis McPike. So that is their final substitution with Dan Smith, Liam Smith and Lewis McPike coming on. And that's roll the dice for Tividale. Still just under 20 minutes to go, still plenty of time. Was it a bit of a knee-jerk reaction from Tividale? We'll have to wait and see. You don't still got two changes left, but only two players that can really bring on. Hudson forced back towards his goal by Kenton, and Tividale have got themselves a throw-in. Wilson. Liam Smith. Brings it back to Herman, who lobs it onto the left-hand side where he's tried to. It's now come through to Reece Snape. Through ball by Kevin Thornton. Onto the left-hand side. Thornton looking to get the ball in. Forced away from the box. Lays off Gilbert Cookby. Newham. Glasgow. Once again, United forced away from the penalty area. Thornton. Cookby. Glasgow. Beautiful through ball down the right hand side. Moodin can put this one in here. It's still Pierre Moodin! He's gone all the way himself from Pierre Moodin! Once again beyond doubt. Coventry United 3, Tividale 1, and a goal of his own making for Pierre Moodin!
got it.
What a return to form for Coventry United. Pierre Moore with an incredible run. He cut into the penalty area and he struck a low, beautiful shot across Chris Gideon's. It's Coventry United 3, Tividale 1. Another goal from the FA Cup today by Bristol Rovers 2, Crawley Town 2. Crawley have equalised at the Memorial Stadium. And it's still 2-0 to England against Spain at Wembley. But Coventry United have surely sealed the 3 points with their third goal. And it's all defenders. It's all defenders who have scored today. We've had Rob Prinzel's free kick, we've had Chris Cox's penalty, and a sensational solo move from Pierre Mouden. We just need Lewis Hudson to score, and then a header from Rich Morris, and all the defenders have got one. Lob ball forward from the back of Coventry United, a bit offside against Simeon Townsend. Well, things are looking good for Coventry United right now. 3-1. Coventry City still leading Morecambe by 2-1. A double from Marvin Sordo, turning things around at the Rico Arena after Dean Winnard's opener. And England leading Spain by 2-0. First, Adam Lallana with a penalty in the 9th minute, and Jamie Vardy scoring 3 minutes after the break. Here come United. Well, they go for number 4. O'Grady's ball blocked. We have got 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes of normal time remaining, maybe a little bit of injury time, but it's going to be that much. In 5 minutes time, we'll be naming our Coventry United Matchday Man of the Match. So let us know on Twitter who you think should receive that coveted accolade. Let us know at Cov Matchday on Twitter. Another goal from the FA Cup. Dagenham equalised at Halifax. Halifax 1, Dagenham 1.
Can't vote on Twitter.
Ball points back, penalty area, will go out for, should be a goal kick. No, just back for a throw. Another goal to tell you about, and Newport lead. Newport have got the lead at home to Alfreton, which means there's only 1 goal in the FA Cup that hasn't seen a goal, and that's Solihull Moors against Yeovil. And why doesn't that surprise me? There's a throw-in on the left-hand side for Tividale. They've got to throw everything at this now. They've made all 3 of their substitutions. United with a 2-goal lead. Tividale have got to give it their all now. Waiting for play to resume. I'm not sure what the hold-up is. That's been given us the United throw now. I believe it was originally Tividale throw because one of the Tividale players had the ball, but no, United have got themselves the ball now. Moody throws it up line towards Gilbert Cugby. A free kick against United now. Again, I'm not too sure what ball. I think Gilbert may have been a little bit too enthusiastic in trying to keep the ball. Free kick put in towards the far post, looking for Carl Garner. Heads it back across. And gathered well by Rich Morris. Ball headed around like a pinball in the box, but Morris able to grab onto the ball and hold on to it. O'Grady, still going O'Grady, full side of play, and it will be a Tividale ball. Good defensive pressure from the visitors, who have got to get themselves back into the game at sharpish. They've got another 15 minutes to go, and they're 2 goals down. Tividale can't afford to be sloppy about it, so they've got to be fast and they've got to be frequent. Cox makes the clearance. Put forward once again by Herman. Prinzel manages to lob it onto the right with Pierre Mouden. Still going Mouden, a little bit of shirt pulling there, and it will indeed be a free kick to Coventry United. United will have a free kick. Plenty of time. Not going to be rushing to take this one. They've got a 2-goal lead. Just over 10 minutes to go. Well, to be precise, 12 minutes to go, according to my clock. Townsend on the right hand side. Nice pass to find Josh O'Grady. Townsend making the run, and also Tommy Gas goes there, puts it on the right hand side with Simeon Townsend. He's got Matt Hunt for company. Can he get this one into the penalty area, or will he just keep it in the corner? Townsend. He's forced away from the box. Played to Joshua Grady. It's forward once again to Simeon Townsend. Can he make it 4? Takes it around the goalkeeper and puts it in. Coventry United 4, Tividale 1, and Simeon Townsend gets in on the fun. And he makes sure that the defenders aren't stealing all of the goals tonight. Coventry United surely sealed the 3 points now with their 4th goal. Great work from Townsend, keeping it in the corner, holding it up until help arrived. He found it from O'Grady. O'Grady found Townsend once again. He ran towards the goalkeeper and he fired it past the number 1. Well, there's been another couple of goals in the FA Cup. Alfreton have equalised at Rodney Parade against Newport. Newport 1, Alfreton 1. And Eastleigh have got themselves a 3rd at Swindon. Swindon 0, Eastleigh 3. What a scoreline. And the Yanks have got themselves a throw-in. And Coventry United ready to make another change here. And coming on is number 15, Scott Hammond. And who's it coming off? It's going to be Reece Snape. So Snape comes off, and Scott Hammond, also of the under-21s, comes on. A solid display from the young striker. His evening is at an end. The Red and Greens just looking to consolidate now. Just see this game out without conceding again. Well, now it's time to name our Coventry United Matchday Man of the Match. I've been thinking long and hard between 2 players. I've got to give it to Pierre Moodham. I've got to give it to Pierre Moodham. Rob Prinzel was right up there. It was between Rob Prinzel and Pierre Moodham, but I'm going to give it to Pierre Moodham. But Prinzel was a very, very close second today. I'm getting shakes and heads here, disapproving Coventry United fans. Prinzel was close, but I'm going to give it to Pierre. I think Pierre's been fantastic down that right-hand side today. And the Tividale players not to have in there. That's a yellow card for Matt Hunt for dissent. Well, we heard the Tividale players actually say to the referee, "You're ruining the game." I mean, I'm not a referee, but if someone said that to me, the least I'd do is give them a yellow card. And the referee is holding up play once again. Free kick taken. A 1-2 between Thornton and Glasgow. It's back to Glasgow. Puts it on the left-hand side, wants it. Still going to Glasgow. Now puts it on the left. Hutton's offside. And with just 9 minutes of play remaining, Coventry United, not a lot of urgency about them. They don't need to be urgent right now. It's still 2-1 at the Rico Arena between Coventry City and Morecambe. The Sky Blues nearing the second round for the first time in, 3 years? In a while. In a long old while. I mean, defeating the first round last year to home to Northampton. Year before it was Worcester. So, yeah, first time in 3 years. Thrown on the right hand side, taken by Tom Herman for Tividale. Prinzel nods away. Still opportunity. It's struck towards goal. It's well saved. Morris saw how played when he got down to his left hand side and tipped it away. I believe it was Lewis McPike who struck the substitute. A rather similar strike to the ones that saw Craig Stevens hit the back of the net and so far proved to be Tividale's only goal. A war of words on the touchline there. Switching the post area by McPike and headed away from the corner kick, which will be put back in by McPike. You can keep away from the challenge. It's put in, it's headed towards goal, it's blocked. It was Garner who headed it towards the goal. I believe it was actually blocked by the head of Wilson. It's under the crossbar by Liam Smith. Smith coming so close to making it 4-2, but Lady Luck has just been against Tividale today. You have to fall asleep at the back. They may have the 3 points, but the goal difference could make for a very pleasant reading after tonight. You have to looking to score as many and concede as few as possible. Forest clears. And, well, something to cheer about for Swindon fans. Swindon 1, Eastleigh 3. But here's Hammond in the penalty area, and a good challenge by Tividale's Tom Herman on Hammond as the substitute came into the penalty area looking to make it 5. United fans would love to see what we call about near the old 5. As a third substitute is preparing for Coventry United. And it will be Abdul Mohammed coming on. Starting from Coventry United. He's proved himself a very worthy player in the first team so far. Thornton. O'Grady offside. Silly play there for Coventry United. And here comes the change. And Abdul Mohammed will come on for Kevin Thornton. The best beard in the business makes his way off the pitch. And the former Coventry City and Brighton, Northampton rugby midfielder, so I have to be close to his name, has made Coventry's home once again with the red side of the city. He makes his way off the field and is replaced by a player from the next generation of United players, Abdul Mohammed, from the ever increasingly impressive Coventry United Academy. Townsend receives the ball from Glasgow as the centre circle with O'Grady. Needham, our man of the match today. Striding forward. Dodges a challenge from Bustin. Beautiful work, still going Needham. Dodges another challenge, still going Pierre Needham. And this time it is blocked by Dara Bustin. It's out for a throw in, but as well we've named him man of the match. Fantastic streak down the right hand side by Pierre Needham. 5 minutes of normal time remaining. I'm expecting chance of justice for Prinzel next to me because I chose Pierre over Rob for man of the match. But I must say, Rob was a very close second as offside and scored against Coventry United. Chris Gideons to take this free kick on the left hand side of his box. Chris Gideons clears it. Moodham loses out to Stevens. Stevens ball to the left hand side, gathered well by his teammates, but it's put out by the United man for a throw into Tividale. United just counting down the minutes to the final whistle. They've got the game in the bag. Leading by 4 goals to 1 at Sphinx Drive. Rob Prinzel scoring before the break with a low free kick. And the equaliser came from Stevens not long after the break. Which cost his penalty, made it 2-1, 60 seconds afterwards. Before brilliant side of effort from Pierre Moodham made it 3, and then just to add a little bit of icing to an already impressive Coventry United cake, Simeon Townsend got in on the act, made it 4-1. Tividale now got a corner on the left hand side. Whipped in towards the far post where Smith is waiting. And that'll be another corner. Well, the pace has certainly slowed down over the last 5 minutes or so.
Oh, you didn't. What's your head, Jay?
Another corner is put in. Once again, United able to get the ball away. Hammond
Cost them 2.
Coventry still lead by 2-1, heading towards the final whistle at the Rico, and also England leads Spain still by 2-0. Of course, put in by McPike, and eventually United able to get the ball away. Wallace put back towards the penalty area. Stevens towards goal, was blocked now. Long range straight from Dara Bustin goes wide, but must be given out. It's a free kick. It is indeed a free kick against Coventry. I'm not sure what for though. Justin got his shot away. That's been given as a corner. Tividale players first thought it was a free kick. Now it's a corner. Don't know where to turn. But Pike going to get the crossing from the right hand side. Clearance made by Prince at the near post. Standout game for the centre back. Is that for a throw in? Just in front of the William Nib Memorial Stand. Gardner to take the throw as we approach the final whistle. So I'll play for a Coventry United throw this time. And there's going to be a yellow card for dissent at Tommy Glasgow. Well, the referee has not taken any jip from the players. He's not accepted any heavy contact during today's game, and a yellow card for Tommy Glasgow. Well, Tividale players not too happy with the referee's performance. I'm sure some of the United fans are a little bit miffed as to some of the decisions made as well. Referee checked his watch as a throw-in is taken. Dan Smith loses out to Gilbert Cugby. Prinzel fires it away. It's brought back to the feet of Matt Hunt in defence for Tividale. Once again, a poor ball. It's forward to Abdul Mohammed. Ball down the right hand side. Here's Josh O'Grady.
Go on, Josh.
Under pressure from McPike behind. Still going O'Grady though. Checks his run. Waits for support. O'Grady. Still waiting for some support. Plays it down line towards Gilbert Cookby. Gilbert slipped and moved him. Trying to play a ball that was caught as he released the ball. And it'll be another free kick to Coventry United. The referee very whistle happy, and if you heard that over the headset, you can make your own assumptions as to what they said. But all I will say is, comments made by a fan. We're not too. Well, we know who it is. Let's just say, not a very nice comment about the referee's performance. Let's just say that. You can figure out for yourself what he said. We're not swearing on it. It's a PG show. Well, from my side, anyway. I don't know what the fans are going to be saying behind me, but Morris clears towards the head of Townsend. He's beaten the ball by Bustin for another throw-in. Well, I've got to say, last 10 minutes or so, the game has just slowed down to a snail's pace. A goal in the FA Cup. Halifax lead 2-1 at home for Dagenham. And still no score between Solihull and Yeovil. Coventry still lead Morecambe by 2-1. And England still 2-0 up at home to Spain. So looking good for our, I would say local teams. England aren't exactly our local team, are they? And now another free kick given. Well, the referee has been very whistle happy today, I've got to say. I don't know whether he likes the sound of his own whistle or what, but... And now another free kick given. Against Coventry United. And if you heard that over the microphone, I hope you didn't, but our cameraman has some wind issues, so...
Problem there. Some burgers.
It's put in, offside. Tividale player rose to meet the ball. We didn't get to it, but it's been called offside anyway.
Does it smell? Musty, isn't it, over there? What's so weird?
I'll be glad when I get to the Butts Park Arena next season when my mind won't be clouded by this sort of humour. I'll be closed away from everyone. Tividale fans, if you're listening in for the first time, expect it when we come to your place as well, because the Coventry's always like this. I try to do my job, the fans always say that they try and put me off, and they succeed the majority of the time. I'm easily led, alright? It's going to be another corner kick, this time on the left hand side for visitors Tividale. Final score coming in from the FA Cup. Cheltenham are through to the second round, beating Crewe 4-1 at Gresty Road. A corner kick from the left hand side. It's swung in towards the far post. Bustin trying to get to it. Cleared by Prinzel. Here's O'Grady. He's got Prinzel up there with him. He puts it through to Hammond. Good. Still going Hammond. Still going. Puts it through. What a chance now for Coventry United. Cox lays it off. It's Hammond. And now for the old five. It's O'Grady. The old five is completed. And Josh O'Grady means that we have 5 different scorers for the Red and Greens, and more performance in the second half for Coventry United. We started the second half at just 1-0. 5 goals later, it's 5-1 for Coventry United. What a second half. United breaking away from the back with Hammond, Cox and O'Grady. Hammond put the ball to the right hand side for Josh O'Grady, and a player of O'Grady's calibre is not going to miss a chance like that. Coventry United 5, Tividale 1. And that's virtually the last kick of the game. Coventry United seal a comfortable victory. An incredible second half performance for the Red and Greens. Maybe 5-1's a little bit harsh on Tividale, who had some decent opportunities in the second half to try and get themselves back in it. But sadly, for the visitors, they leave empty-handed, and Coventry United can put the heartbreak of Hina behind them. The old 5 and 3 points to go with it. The final score at Sphinx Drive: Coventry United 5, Tividale 1. Well, let's go through the final scores from around the grounds. AFC Wimbledon 5, Bury 0 in the FA Cup's the final score. Barrow 2, Taunton 1, that's still the latest score. Bristol Rovers 2, Crawley 2, that's the latest score. It's going to extra time as it stands. From the Rico Arena, Coventry City 2, Morecambe 1 is the latest score. They're still playing there. Crewe 1, Cheltenham 4, that's full time. Halifax 2, Dagenham and Redbridge 1, that's also full time. Fleetwood 1, Southport 1, that's going to extra time. Newport 1, Alfreton 1, that's also going to extra time. Final score, Notts County 2, Bournemouth 0. Rochdale 2, Maidstone 0, that's also a full-time score. Solihull Moors 0, Yeovil Town 0, that's the latest score. And going to extra time as it stands. And also Swindon 1, Eastleigh 3, that is also a latest score. In the international matches, a few final scores to tell you about. Russia 1, Romania 0, Malta 0, Iceland 2, Hungary 0, Sweden 2, Ukraine 2, Serbia 0, Czech Republic 1, Denmark 1, and Austria 0, Slovakia 0. The latest scores: Italy 0, Germany 0, Northern Ireland 0, Croatia 3, France 0, Ivory Coast 0, and this one, that's the one that you want to hear, England 2, Spain 0. Well, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is all we have got time for on today's edition of Coventry United Matchday. Thank you so much to you, one and all, for tuning in to today's coverage. As we're a little bit lowbrow towards the end, I will admit, well, of course, it really does mean a lot to have your support here on what I personally think is one of the best non-league coverages around. Now, don't forget to check back to us on Saturday, because Coventry United are at home to Highgate United. So it's the Battle of the Uniteds on Saturday. So we're going to be kicking off things here on Matchday at 20 to 3 this Saturday. You can catch the coverage live on YouTube. Just search Coventry United Matchday on YouTube, or even better, hit that subscribe button. It will tell you when we are live on air. And even if you don't want to listen to the coverage, still hit subscribe button because it helps the numbers. And don't forget to leave a like on the video as well. Once again, it really does help us out. Leave a comment below, and also follow us on Twitter at CovMatchday. I've been Liam Cook. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on Saturday as Highgate are the visitors to Sphinx Drive. But from me, the mouth of the Midlands, stay safe, stay sporty. We'll see you on Saturday. Good night.